10 things you must do after installing Linux Mint. So, you've just installed Linux Mint. Congratulations. If you're coming from Windows, you might be wondering, okay, what should I do now? Well, before you start installing random applications and changing settings, because that's what most people do, which is very wrong. I'm going to show you a few important things I recommend doing first. So if you're a beginner, I'll encourage you to stick to the end of the video because everything needed to be in place in order to get the perfect flavor you'd love. Let's get started. The first thing you should do is update Linux Mint. Open the Update Manager, click Refresh, and install any available updates. You can also use the terminal. Sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Updates give you the latest security patches, bug fixes, and improvements. Next, make sure your multimedia codecs are installed. Codecs allow your computer to properly play different audio and video formats. Open the Linux Mint application menu and look for multimedia codecs. If they're not already installed, follow the instructions to install them. This can save you from problems when playing certain videos or music files. Now set up Timeshift. This is one of the most important steps. Timeshift allows you to create snapshots of your system. If you later break something while experimenting with Linux, you can restore your system to an earlier state. Open Timeshift, follow the setup wizard, and create a snapshot. Just remember, Timeshift is mainly for your system, not your personal files. Next, check your drivers. Linux Mint supports a lot of hardware automatically, but some devices may need additional drivers. Open Driver Manager and let Mint check your hardware. If a recommended driver is available, you can install it from there. This is especially important for certain graphics cards and wireless hardware. Next, enable the firewall. Linux Mint comes with a firewall called UFW. Search for firewall in the application menu, open it, and enable it. For most beginners, the default settings are enough. It's a simple step that adds another layer of protection to your computer. Now go ahead and install your essential applications. Install the software you actually need. Open the Software Manager and search for your applications. You might want VLC for videos, GIMP for image editing, LibreOffice for documents, OBS Studio for recording, or Steam for gaming. My advice? Don't install everything you see. Start with what you actually need. Customize your desktop. One of the best things about Linux Mint is how easy it is to customize. You can change your wallpaper, theme, icons, panels, fonts, and much more. Go to System Settings, Themes, and explore the options. You can make your desktop look completely different without touching complicated system files. Set up Flatpak. Linux Mint also supports Flatpak, which gives you another way to install applications. Some applications may have newer versions available through Flatpak than through the traditional repositories. You can manage Flatpak applications directly through the Software Manager. Just remember, you don't have to use Flatpak for everything. Use whichever installation method makes the most sense. Next thing is to back up your personal files. Remember when I said Timeshift isn't a replacement for backups? This is where that comes in. Your documents, photos, videos, and important projects should be backed up separately. Use an external drive, another computer, or a trusted cloud storage service. Because if your hard drive fails, a Timeshift snapshot won't magically bring your personal files back. Lastly, remove unnecessary software. Finally, take a look at the applications you have installed. If there's software you don't need, you can uninstall it using the Software Manager. But here's an important warning for beginners. Don't remove system packages just because you don't recognize them. If you're not sure what something does, leave it alone and research it first. After completing these 10 steps, your Linux Mint installation should be updated, protected, backed up, and ready for everyday use. You don't need to become a Linux expert overnight. Start with these basics, explore your system, and learn as you go. And if you're new to Linux Mint, make sure you subscribe because I'll be covering more Linux Mint tips, tricks, and beginner tutorials. Thanks for watching, and welcome to Linux.